Hello guys and welcome back to a brand new video on my channel. Welcome to my match review of Switzerland 1, Spain 1. Maybe the most mental game I've covered on my channel so far. Honestly, absolute scenes that we've just watched there. And if for any of you guys who didn't watch the game, well, stick around, enjoy this. And if you did, stick with me to review what was an absolutely crazy football match. There's a lot that just went on there, a lot to talk about, and it actually is an important result in terms of the complexion of this group, in terms of what this means. So without any further ado, let's get into this match review because, well, this is going to be a crazy one. And in terms of lineup-wise, guys, Switzerland essentially went out with what we expected. It was actually Widmer who didn't go in from the predicted lineup that I had out on the screen in the match preview. He had COVID, I believe, so they brought in another fullback instead and actually switched to a back five, which was kind of interesting because a lot of the time they were in a back three. Switzerland, certainly in the first half, were nowhere near as defensive as I expected. As the second half went on, and once they got their goal, of course, they definitely went back in their shell a little bit more. But I thought for the opening part of the game of Switzerland, their back three, it didn't really work. They were very open and definitely susceptible to Spain's attacks. In terms of the Spain team, I won't really rip into it too much because I think ultimately got it essentially bang on. It's not too different from what I predicted or what I would have wanted, so no point in me massively complaining. Look, I think the big surprise was maybe Unai Simon in goal ahead of De Gea, but I don't think it had too many ramifications on how the game ended. Of course, Simon made a big mistake, but Ramos recuperated for it, and he was never going to be able to save the Switzerland goal anyway. So, other than that, the defence was as we expected it, of course. The midfield was basically as we expected also, although Fabian didn't have a great game and probably shouldn't be starting for us anymore. And then in terms of the strikers, I think this was really also the big news. No Morata, so no pure number 9. We kind of played with like 3 false 9s up there. That didn't work for me really. Look, there's some nice combinations and stuff, but there just wasn't enough at times. I think what we saw is once Morata came off the bench, how much more of a threatening nation we are. And against Germany in the next game, which I'll be getting onto later, we've got to be playing someone like Morata or Gerard Moreno up front, you'd feel. But let's actually get on with the match action then, because to tackle a game like this, there's only really one way to go about it, minute by minute. We started well, Spain. I thought we did. Look, we were dominant on the ball. We looked really inventive. We had a lot of energy in our play. There looked to be some good rhythm in the passing. We were trying to create opportunities. Look, we didn't get that many in all, to be fair, but that mainly comes down to, I think, being a lack of class in this team, really. But look, we were trying to dominate the game. I was thinking as it went on, please don't make this another one of those Spain games where we just do some good passing, some good flicks, but there's never any end product. And we said that in the preview, guys. We needed to see a result from Spain today. We needed to see goals, something happening, a bit of luck, a good result. And ultimately, we're out here at the review, and we haven't got it. We're in the same situation. The same nonsense has happened, really, and that is frustrating. But look, let's go back to the match action. Spain started well, but we conceded pretty soon after that good start. They got a ball down the line, and Bola was who got there. Reguilon was massively out of position on that occasion. That is, I suppose, the modern fullback now, very high up the pitch. Good pullback also there. Ramos also quite out of position, to be fair, and the centre-backs, the full-back, the midfield, they couldn't really recover in time, and it is an absolutely wonderful finish, you have to say, from Switzerland. No keeper in the world is going to be saving that. A really good hit, and Switzerland take the lead. And for the rest of the half, you did feel that Spain looked a little bit depleted in all truth. There wasn't enough there in our play. Yes, we started the game brightly, we were quite sharp on it, but after their goal, was there really enough? Look, we had a few chances. Ferran certainly could have scored at the end of the half. Or we had Thabal had a good effort, well saved by Sommer. Same goes for Fabian Ruiz. But I'm looking all over the players, and you do look for someone special from Spain. And I don't think we have that. Look, we've got some decent players. Thabal, Olmo, Ferran, Merino, Fabian. You also look at the other players that come on, like Canales and Adama, even Morata and Gerard. Like, these aren't bad footballers. They're neat little tidy players in La Liga, but there's no one here that you look at and you think, yeah, this guy is going to get us a big goal in a big game. There is no one that screams that. Maybe Ansu Fati, but of course he isn't here right now. He's got a big injury, and he's a 17-year-old guy, or 18 now, is he? Spain can't be relying on that really, and I think that is a big miss for Spain. That's definitely something to talk about, and we go in at half-time, 1-0 down in a really important game. And as the second half started, you really did expect an onslaught from Spain in all truth. We did try to get that. Very soon after the second half restarted, it was all Spain really, and actually Morata came straight off the bench. He came on for Fabian, meaning that Olmo dropped into midfield, and then onwards I thought Spain looked really dominant. It was actually a corner that got whipped in that changed the game. It's Olmo's corner, it's a good header from Ramos, it's a handball by Ricardo Rodriguez, it's a penalty for Spain, and this is about 55th minute, and that's a key moment in the game because that is extremely early on in the second half. barely even touched that second period, and what a great chance for Spain to get level and then push on from there. And hey, we've got the perfect man to do it, Sergio Ramos. And what's interesting about this is that just 2 minutes earlier, Switzerland could have taken a 2-goal lead, and it was actually Ramos himself that made an unbelievable block off the line to cover up an Unai Simon mistake. He goes down the other end, he wins us a penalty with his header, and then he steps up to the penalty spot, and you are thinking as a Spain fan, or as a football fan really, of course he's going to score. This guy doesn't miss penalties. How many penalties has he scored recently, guys, honestly? He's one of the best in the world, if not the best in the world, at taking penalties on a club level, on a national team level. He doesn't really miss them in 90 minutes, in the 90-minute games. You know, there's that classic miss against Bayern Munich, of course, and also the one for Spain in Euro 2016 against Croatia. But other than that, guys, Ramos always scores penalties. He always scores them for Real Madrid also. And I am thinking, this has to go in. It's a big moment. It's our captain. It's a massive goal to get us back on the top spot in the Nations League. And he misses it, basically. Sommer gets a save, but it's a poor penalty from Ramos. It's our big chance to get back into the game, and we fluffed it, guys. And when that happened, you were already thinking, what is wrong with this national team? Because it just never comes off, does it? I know I spoke about in the preview how important this is. And look what's happened again, guys. I said that earlier, of course, and it has happened again. Spain have come into a big game, we've fluffed our chances, we've messed around, and it's just been lacking that clinical edge, that real quality for Spain to make something happen. We've messed up another really important game, and look, losing to Ukraine, drawing to Switzerland, it's not going to get you anywhere in the Nations League. It really is not, and that is the fact of this one. Look, we've missed a penalty when we had our chance. We kept on bringing more players on. Adama came on by the end of it also. You had Canales in there. Coque also was off the pitch, on the bench. On the pitch, sorry. Also, you had Gerard Moreno, who of course got the equaliser. He came off the bench late on also. And actually, guys, you just thought, please, Spain, get something, do something, get a goal, because really we needed to win this game. We did, and we got the perfect chance, actually, to get that win, because believe it or not, Spain get another penalty in unbelievable fashion. It's a great ball into Morata, a really good touch by the Spaniard, who probably should have been starting. Elvedi takes him down, penalty Spain. Yes, already a great chance. Guess what? Elvedi already on a yellow card, second yellow card, off the pitch, penalty Spain, 15 minutes left of action. If Spain score here in about the 77th minute, we've got a great chance to go on and win this football match. It's Ramos again, guys. He decides to take the penalty yet again. He steps up, and it is honestly one of the worst penalties I've ever seen. It's an awful effort from Ramos. He literally almost dinks it at 1 mile an hour, just to the side of Sommer. And it was absolutely horrific, traumatic stuff on the screens, guys. Could you honestly believe what you were watching? Watching one of the best penalty takers in the world, one of the best players, really, in the world, certainly over the last decade or 15 years, and a player with so much confidence, who's so good at penalties this day, the leader of the national team, and he's doing that from the penalty spot 2 times in a row, and the second one was even worse, playing with no confidence at all. Absolutely unbelievable, and you just look at it as a Spain fan, just with your head in your hands thinking, what is going on? What is going on? How has this happened to us? Because we've messed it up again, guys. And look, we got our late goal, we got a late equaliser, we haven't lost the game at least. It's great ball in from Reguilón on the left-hand side, who was really good, apart from, he was a little high up the pitch sometimes, so that is, I suppose, like I said earlier, the modern-day fullback. They always have to leave gaps in behind, but he was very sharp, very, he had a lot of initiative in his play getting into the box for Spain, and that was a great cross, a great finish by Gerard. And even then, we had time to win this game. So imagine if we score the penalties, guys. Imagine if we took advantage of the red card, because Spain even got their equaliser late on. We couldn't get a late winner. The referee, he could have added on more time, but at the end of the day, we had to win this match. We haven't got it. We've drawn it, and we are in a bad position now. And I think just to sum up and end the video, really, all we can say is, well, what a traumatic day for Spain. Look, lineup-wise, there's not really much more we can do. We just don't have an elite player in the team. It's as simple as that. We've just got to try and do the best we can with what we've got. So I'm going to be talking, of course, about what I'd play. I'm going to have a long, hard think about who I would be playing, what sort of system I'd go for that Germany game that is going to be absolutely huge. But the ramifications of this now, basically, are, well, Spain have messed up. Germany elsewhere have beaten Ukraine by 3-1. The main man, Timo Werner's got himself 2 goals again. That guy is an absolute joke up front, an elite footballer. And he's got himself 2 goals for Germany. And yeah, you know what that means, guys? Germany top of our group on 9 points. Spain on 7 points. And we've got a massive game, guys, because we have Germany on Tuesday evening. And this is what it means, guys. A Germany win, of course Germany are through. A Spain win, and Spain are through. No matter what happens in the other games, if Spain beat Germany on the final day, we're through. And how big is that if, guys? That's my issue here. Look, it's possible. It's not fully over, but Are Spain really going to beat Germany playing like this and the way Germany have got so many great players? I just don't know if that's going to happen. I don't even know if that's possible, guys. So, look, I can't say I'm looking forward to that game. I really can't. It's going to be a tough battle out there. And I think we all know that. A draw would also put Germany through. For Spain, I don't think we can get relegated anymore, though. You don't know. This group is very open right now. But yeah, that is probably where I'm going to end the video. What a tragic evening for Spain, honestly, guys. Just, yeah, you do wonder sometimes what is going on out there, honestly. Just it looked cursed, and I wanted to make a statement in the Nations League. I wanted to go through, and look, we still can go through, but are we really going to beat that Germany team? Really? Look, we've got to wait and see. Yeah, that's where I'm going to end it. 2 penalty misses against red-carded Switzerland. What a shame. What a shame. I'll see you guys very, very soon. If you did enjoy the video, leave a like. Leave all your thoughts on that absolutely crazy game, honestly. This is my raw reaction to it, so yeah, that was an interesting one. I'll see you guys very, very soon. Enjoy yourselves, and goodbye.